$2 trillion. That is the value of the company Jeff Bezos built. It started in his garage with a folding table and $30,000 borrowed from his parents. This is not a story about being lucky. This is a masterclass in how one man bet everything on a single idea and changed how the entire world buys things. Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in 1964. His mother was 17 years old. His father left when Jeff was 3. His mother remarried a Cuban immigrant named Miguel Bezos. Miguel had arrived in America with nothing. He worked his way through college and became an engineer at Exxon. And here is what that taught young Jeff. Hard work and reinvention are possible for anyone. Jeff was obsessed with science and invention from age 5. He wired his bedroom door with an electric alarm to keep his siblings out. He built a hovercraft in the garage. He graduated valedictorian. Then went to Princeton. And after college, Wall Street came calling. By 1992, Jeff Bezos was a senior vice president at the hedge fund D.E. Shaw. He was making serious money. He was on the fast track. And then he read something that changed everything. In 1994, Jeff discovered a statistic that stopped him cold. The internet was growing at 2,300% per year. 2,300%. He had never seen a number like that in finance. He thought, whatever business makes sense on the internet right now will be worth building. He made a list of products. Books were at the top. There are 3 million books in print at any time. No physical store could stock more than 150,000. The internet could stock all 3 million. This was the idea. He walked into his boss's office and said he was quitting. His boss told him to take 2 days to think it over. Jeff said he already had. He and his wife Mackenzie packed their car in New York. Jeff wrote the business plan while she drove cross-country to Seattle. They set up in the garage of a rented house in Bellevue. The first desk was a door from Home Depot propped on sawhorses. It cost $60. In July 1995, Amazon.com went live. Within the first 30 days, they had sold books to customers in all 50 states and 45 countries without a single dollar of advertising. But here is what nobody tells you about that period. Amazon was not making money. It was spending money as fast as it could raise it. Investors were happy to fund internet companies in the late 1990s. But in March 2000, the dot-com bubble burst. Amazon stock fell from $113 to $6, a 94% crash. Analysts called Amazon .bomb. Barron's published a cover story asking, Amazon.com or Amazon.toast. Bezos had to lay off 15% of his workforce. The company was burning through cash. And here is what made it worse. Jeff had told investors Amazon would be profitable one day, but he could not tell them when. One bad quarter could end everything. He stopped reading analyst reports. He focused entirely on customers. And that obsession with customers is what saved them. While competitors cut features to save money, Bezos added them. One-click ordering, customer reviews, third-party sellers. And then in 2006, he made a bet that nobody understood. He launched Amazon Web Services, cloud computing, renting server space to other companies. Every tech analyst laughed. Amazon was a bookstore. Why was it selling servers? But Bezos saw something they did not. Every company in the world would eventually need cloud infrastructure, and Amazon had already built it for themselves. Then came Prime in 2005, 2-day shipping for a flat annual fee. Then Kindle in 2007. Then Alexa, then Prime Video. Every new product looked crazy at launch. Every one of them changed an industry. Today, Amazon is the largest e-commerce platform on Earth. It processes over 1 billion packages per year. Amazon Web Services controls 31% of the entire global cloud market. AWS alone generates more profit than all of Amazon's retail business combined. Here is the revenue breakdown. Amazon retail and third-party sellers, $380 billion per year. Amazon Web Services, $90 billion per year. Advertising, over $40 billion per year. Total, over $500 billion in annual revenue. Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO in 2021. He left with a net worth of over $200 billion. He now runs Blue Origin, his private space company, because apparently building the world's largest store was not enough. So what does this actually mean for you? Here are 6 specific lessons from Jeff Bezos that you can apply starting today. Lesson 1, follow the fast-moving thing. Bezos did not invent e-commerce. He spotted something growing at 2,000% per year. Look for the thing everyone is sleeping on, then go all in before the crowd arrives. Lesson 2, make the decision you will not regret at 80. Bezos calls this the regret minimization framework. He asked, at 80 years old, will I regret not trying this? The answer was yes. So he quit. When facing a hard decision, ask your 80-year-old self. Lesson 3, start with the customer and work backwards. Bezos does not ask, what can we build? He asks, what does the customer hate, and how do we eliminate it? Start every project by writing the press release for the customer benefit first. Lesson 4, Disagree and commit. Bezos tells his teams, you do not have to agree with a decision. But once it is made, commit fully. Half-committed execution is worse than the wrong plan executed completely. Lesson 5, invent for 10 years out. AWS looked crazy in 2006. It prints money in 2025. Think about where your industry will be in 10 years, and build for that future now. Lesson 6, embrace being misunderstood. Bezos says, if you cannot afford to be misunderstood, you cannot do anything new. Every Bezos innovation was called stupid at launch. If nobody is laughing at your idea, it is probably not big enough. The only difference between Jeff Bezos and the guy who stayed at his Wall Street job is that Jeff was willing to drive across the country on a bet that most people thought was ridiculous. What bet are you not making right now because it seems too crazy? Subscribe to Billion Blueprint for a new documentary every single week. And tell me in the comments right now, which of these 6 lessons hits you the hardest? Drop it below, I read every single one.